Once in a few years we get an absolutely mind-boggling opportunity for life-changing gains, to change our lives with absolutely massive gains. In crypto we have it every few years, again and again. And guys, for the first time in multiple years, I think we could be looking at one of those big opportunities for absolutely abnormal upside opportunity. Okay, we are talking about Worldcoin, right? But guys, if you are looking at other Worldcoin price prediction YouTube videos right now going out there, okay, most of the people are focused on this chart and they are completely wrong. Okay, this is the absolutely completely wrong chart to look at right now, okay, because this is not how you make gains. Definitely not when it's just launching, okay, because if I'm gonna turn it to trading view, you're gonna see, okay, we're actually already up at least a 10x from the launch price on Binance, even more than a 10x, okay, that was 15 cents, we're at $2 and something, okay, so this over here is the wrong chart. This is not what we should be looking at, okay, what we should be looking at is this one, okay, and this one I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, and we're gonna go into deep detail why this over here is a lot more important, especially now in 2023, than this or this. Okay, this is exceptionally important and we have to master what's happening here in order to really be ultra successful, okay, in the next bull run. Okay guys, so today we're gonna discuss Worldcoin, a little bit of its tokenomics, okay, the Worldcoin token itself, but primarily, okay, we're actually gonna discuss crypto narratives, okay, so this is something super powerful, okay, this is what really led for the most gains, most upside gains that we've had in all the bull markets, and we're gonna show a few of the biggest examples from 2021, okay, how to play these big narrative plays, okay. And look guys, it's obviously just the beginning, it's only 2023 here as I'm recording the video, but I think this video is going to be very relevant in 2024 as well, and possibly in the beginning of 2025 as well, just depending how the bull run would go, okay. But the main thing guys, okay, we have so much buzz around this thing right now, and look, it's not you know, every day that we have a really high profile general world person, not just crypto person, who's launching a token on you know, a new token in the world of crypto, okay. So regardless of what's gonna keep happening here, okay, this is very likely gonna still be huge, okay, but we have to learn how to master narratives, okay. So as we said, let's start with the Worldcoin itself, a little bit about the tokenomics, and then for the most important part of the video, the narratives and why are they so important, okay. So first of all, I just want to explain to you guys, if you're new to this channel, I just want to explain why did I start this video by saying, look, this is the wrong chart. I'll explain, okay. Look, first of all, the most important thing to understand, as we said, the people who invested in it early, like not like now when the token is already launched, but the VCs, okay, the really large investors, they are already at least a 10x in a 10x gain, okay. It's exceptionally important because think about it, if you've invested here, like if you're an entity that invested here at least $10 million or more, you know, you already have like $100 million, you obviously don't have yet all your coins available to sell, and you're gonna get them over time, right? But generally you're already in a massive gain, so you know, you're not gonna have any issues selling, okay. So right now, just after a few, just literally it launched yesterday as I'm recording this video, right? So in the beginning, many coins, we just have to give them time. I mean, I'm personally, what I'm gonna do personally, honestly, I'm not gonna buy Worldcoin very likely for at least half a year, okay. Obviously I'm gonna monitor the chart and see what's happening, and you know, if there's gonna be some super major capitulation that looks amazing, maybe, you know, it could be a good opportunity to buy. But generally, tokens that launch with such big buzz and that the VCs, the early investors, they're already more than a 10x up, okay, normally it's not a good idea to touch these coins, okay, in the beginning, okay, because again, we have no clue. This thing could collapse, like, you know, easily by 10x from here. It could collapse to like 27 cents easily. We don't know what's gonna happen, maybe it won't, but it very easily could, okay, because let's pivot now to the tokenomics, okay, really fantastic opportunity, okay, because look guys, I really have to explain to you, okay, like the current market cap, okay, according to the circulating supply, that this is actually their own website is telling that they have, okay, we literally have like approximately 1% of the total supply available. Okay, so if we actually look at the fully diluted is just if we take this price, excuse me, right, this particular price, 2.27 times 10 billion, the total supply that Worldcoin is supposed to have, and then you get 22 billion 700. Now, why is that exceptionally important? Because, you know, if we go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, we look here and we think, okay, rank 137, fantastic opportunity. It's not even in the top 100, right? Well, no. Why? Because we have to look at the fully diluted. Because if we include the fully diluted valuation for Worldcoin here, right, 22 billion, it is actually higher. It is actually already like in the top 7. Okay, and I mean, there's 2 stable coins above it. So basically, it's the number 5 coin in the whole world right now. So it's not an early opportunity, at least not with this price, okay? So literally only Bitcoin is higher, Ethereum, XRP, and BNB. And that's it. Then the next one is, this is like Ethereum actually, right? So the next one is actually Dogecoin, which is 11 billion, which is only 2x less than the fully diluted for Worldcoin. Okay, and again, it's much larger than Cardano, Solana, Polygon, Polkadot, you know, Avalanche, many other fantastic coins. Okay, so again, the major caveat is, look, like they're gonna unlock their tokens actually over 15 years. Okay, so, and their tokenomics are a little bit difficult to grasp. I don't like that this is the main information I could find about the tokenomics. I'd like to learn more, but I just wanted to point out, first of all, some of the bearish stuff and why I dislike, again, just in my opinion, it's not a good opportunity exactly in these days. It's a fantastic opportunity to learn about it, but I'm personally not gonna buy it within the next few weeks for sure, and months also very likely. Why also? Because as we said, so okay, they're gonna unlock it over 15 years, which is kind of nice, and 75% of the tokens are for the community. That's also pretty good, but as some of the critics of this project have already said, this project is super centralized. Now, they say they want to become decentralized in the future. We don't know, maybe they'll do it, maybe not. But look, I just want to already point out, just from my personal experience working in crypto and seeing many tokens, personally, I just already want to say, okay, so they had some tokenomics model that they wanted to implement. And look, this token launched only yesterday, okay, to the open market. And look, they already say the allocation to insiders, you know, like the large VCs that got it, that are already up like 20x, right? The allocation has increased to 25% from 20% of the total supply. So like for you guys to understand, right? So like 10% of 22 billion is 2 billion. 5% is $1 billion. So at current prices, at these prices of $2.27, right? We're talking about, like, you know, they kind of decided, oh, because, like, you know, the market was difficult and everything was more complex and costly. So yeah, we gave another $1 billion worth of this token at this value, at current valuation, right, at $2, we decided to give them another $1 billion to to the insiders, to the large VCs, okay? So again, normally, in my opinion, especially in the early stages of the project, it's not such a fantastic sign. But again, maybe everything's gonna be fine. Like, again, generally, I'm making the video that I think we're gonna have an absolutely crazy opportunity here, including with Worldcoin, with many things here, right? But we just have to be very smart and very aware, because, like, look, this can correct 90%, even 95%, but then it can explode like crazy. So we don't want to, you know, buy too early. This is also very dangerous. So that being said, what I'm just saying, just when it comes to the tokenomics, especially this particular part that I have highlighted here, for me personally, that's like the main thing that is the main red flag. Okay, like if at the very beginning of the project you're already giving away $1 billion, 5% of your total supply, more to the VCs, to the insiders, because you sort of miscalculated stuff, because the bear market was longer or something, or everything was more complex and costly, I think it's not a great sign. Okay, so all of that being said, okay, as I said, this is the reason why I think this chart is completely irrelevant right now. We just have to see what's gonna happen over multiple weeks and multiple months. And again, remember, it takes time to really have really full-on raging bull market, okay? And it's extremely rare that we have any major bull runs before the halving of Bitcoin. So the current Bitcoin halving is still supposed to be around March to April 2024, and still normally the major bull runs are approximately 1 year after that. So we have plenty of time. At least that's what I do. I have plenty of time, and I'm just gonna monitor what's gonna happen with Worldcoin, but in the short term, I'm not interested. But guys, I want to explain, okay, why this is the main thing that I want to share with you guys here on the on YouTube, and how I want to play this thing, and how in the past people played it, and in some of those things that I'm gonna show, I actually also had some nice success, and I want to share how we can do it once again with Worldcoin. Okay, so what exactly am I talking about? Okay, the whole digital identity stuff, okay, and this whole buzz that Worldcoin currently has. To me personally, guys, it reminds me a lot of very strong narratives of the past. Okay, so for example, in the bull run of 2021, okay, we had primarily, so the DeFi plays were very strong, layer ones were very strong, so like alternatives to Ethereum, like Solana, Matic is a layer 2, but also Matic pumped, BNB, and Avalanche, and Harmony One, and Phantom, and all of those coins pumped super heavily because they were also part of a narrative. Then you also had all the meme coins, all the dog coins, they also pumped absolutely insanely. And also Metaverse and gaming pumped also insanely in 2021. So just basically the way I see it, at least right now, we'll have to monitor and be smart, but at least right now, to me, it looks like the identity, okay, digital identity category could be another major category for the next bull run, because it's still super early and it's still super uncertain what's up. Still many people don't like sort of this new kind of leader of the market, Worldcoin, just there's so much uncertainty. So this is where the main opportunity lies, when there is still major uncertainty. Okay, so as we've said, let's give you a few examples. Okay, so for example, in late 2021, okay, I just really want to show you like the dates, okay, how crazy that is. Okay, how narratives are just so important. Okay, so back in October 28, 2021, okay, that's when Facebook like revealed their new metaverse plan, okay, and they also rebranded to Meta, and Mark Zuckerberg made this 1 hour long video about the metaverse that they're developing, and obviously many people started searching a lot about metaverse, and we've already had a crypto bull run that was actually pretty close to the end of the bull run, but because we had a lot of mania and a lot of degens buying non-stop just everything, meme coins and everything, and you had so much so much liquidity and so much new mania coming in, particularly to the metaverse, let me show you please what happened on October 28, 2021, and you're gonna understand how exceptionally important that is to understand crypto narratives, and Worldcoin and digital identity could be a new one. So this is what happened here. Okay, check out Decentraland. Okay, it already had a really nice pump. Okay, and why am I showing Decentraland? Because like in the past, when people were searching for just metaverse on Google, they would have found Decentraland, okay, after they found the new Meta Facebook announcement. Okay, so people were just searching, and in crypto you've already had a major bull run. Just check this out. Let me like zoom in. This is crazy, like how it happened just by the day. Really, it's absolutely insane. Okay, so here, okay, this is Decentraland. You see, it was like sideways for approximately half a year. You see, like from really even longer. It was sideways for a very long time, okay? And then, check this out, October 27th, October 28th, okay? Also, look at this volume spike. So here, the volume was still 100 million, and here the volume became 459, and it was still the beginning, because this was the announcement date. So as you can see, the price just went from like 75 cents to 92 cents, and then look how quickly, like every single day, 29th, 30th, like in 2 days you've already had such a major peak. And look at the volume, like $25 billion of 24 hours volume against 100 million, okay, literally 2 days after the announcement. Okay, so the 28th was the day of the announcement. Mana was worth less than $1, and already here it was, you know, $3.5, and that was like the blue chip of the metaverse narratives. Okay, so as we can see, so this was actually the major pump, but then generally after that we kind of had a second wave, and it actually did go to $5, which was also very nice. But just generally understand, like, the primary majority of the pumps happened very, very shortly, just after this major announcement. Okay, so this was the blue chip. This was, like, at the time the equivalent actually to Worldcoin. Now let me show you in the metaverse play, right? So actually Sandbox, excuse me, was another really large project. Okay, so at the moment we don't have anything equivalent to that, to Worldcoin, okay, because Worldcoin is like the prime leader right now in the space, but there's a very decent chance, like, you know, in about a year we'll have some alternative, right? So for example, right now many people don't like Worldcoin because it's centralized and because it's this and that. So maybe there will be another coin, you know, that maybe it will be super decentralized and absolutely the opposite of Worldcoin, and maybe it will gain traction, and maybe it will be like more of a decisive number two to Worldcoin. It's possible to happen in you know, in 1 year time or so. So back to Sandbox. Okay, Sandbox was number 2 at the time at the metaverse play, also sort of the undisputed number 2, I should say. And check this out once again. So let's also zoom in a little bit here. Let's do first so that you can see like this, you know, this half year of consolidation, right? And then let's zoom into the pump. So once again, you see October 27th, similar volume to what Decentraland had, approximately 100 million. Then the 28th, okay, slightly less volume than Decentraland. Decentraland had $450 million here. Sandbox still had 275 million. Why? Because again, the majority of people, when they saw Zuckerberg and everything, and they started googling metaverse, oh wow, crypto is up so much, and we have such a major bull run in 2021. Everything's gonna explode next month in November and December, right? And okay, let's find metaverse. They found first Decentraland, but then this degen wave continued to Sandbox slightly later. But this is super important to understand, guys, you see? So this Sandbox started here at 76 cents, right? And it did pump to 93 cents. But look, for example, by October 30, okay, this is very important. By October 30, you see, Sandbox already had a lot more volume, but it was still $1.77, okay? Whilst Mana was here at $3.5. It was the absolute peak. So actually from here, okay, to here, from this peak to this peak, there was actually less than a 2x, okay? It was like 5.85 actually, divided by 3.5. It's less than a 2x. It was like 70-80%. It's nice, but you know, the majority of the pump happened here. So guys, like, if you understand, okay, me personally, I was fortunate to make some really nice gains with Sandbox at the time, particularly here, right? So when you understand that, okay, like, this is the blue chip, so this is the again, Decentraland, this is the Worldcoin in our case, okay? If this starts pumping due to some major events like here, and we're in a roaring bull run, okay, this is just the first one. Then we're gonna get the second one, and then the other ones, okay? So we're gonna get to even crazier examples, but I wanna finish here with even the number 2, because the number 2 is also really awesome example, okay? So as we said, Sandbox by October 30th only got to $1.77, which is pretty nice. That was still like just over a 2x, but as you can see, on the grand scheme of things, it continued to pump. Like, just in a few days it did another 2x, okay? So and then eventually it got to $8.4. So $8.4 divided by 177, that's like 8 divided by 2, you know, that's a 4x, so it's something between the 4 to 5x. Okay, so let me just please reiterate that once again. So Mana, okay, 2 days, in 2 days it pumped like insanely, okay? In 2 days it pumped like more than a 3x. When I say 2 days, I mean from the announcement, right, from Facebook. So in 2 days it pumped more than a 3x. Sandbox pumped a bit less, okay? Then Mana had less than a 2x left from here to its major peak here in 1 month after. But Sandbox, okay, actually for another month, okay, kept pumping another 4.5x. in comparison to Decentraland, just because it was number 2, guys, just because it was the number 2 to the crypto narrative, okay, similarly to what we are likely to have with Worldcoin, right? So as you can see, like, once you understand the stuff, you can make probably very nice gains with the prime leader or the main blue chip coin of that category, right? But if you are watching this video, okay, in 2023, when we're still in the bear market and there's just lots of time to prepare our strategies to 2024, 2025, you will know that number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, especially in the bull run, they are gonna make a lot more massive gains than the blue chip. Okay, why? Because like another prime example that I wanted to show you, okay, Sandbox actually pumped a lot more, right? But like, check what eventually happened with the bear market. Okay, with the bear market, eventually they dropped more or less the same, okay, in percentage. Like Mana dropped 93%, Sandbox dropped 94% from the all-time high. But in terms of the gains in the bull run, Sandbox was the winner because it was just number 2. Okay, so this was the example with the metaverse plays, okay, and with Mark Zuckerberg's announcement. Now, guys, I actually want to show you, probably as many people know, one of the craziest examples of all time in terms of gains in crypto, or probably the whole world of investing ever, and that's Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, okay? And you're gonna understand why this example is even crazier and more interesting than the metaverse. But just the metaverse is easier, okay, than this example over here. So, but we're gonna explain this example also in a lot of detail, okay? So guys, Dogecoin, as we know, is like the primary meme coin blue chip, the number 1 coin, okay, from all the meme coin coins, and right now Shiba Inu is number 2, and there are many other meme coins that we have right now, but Dogecoin was the absolutely first one, okay? So it was the blue chip, and once again, Dogecoin is our equivalent to Decentraland from the metaverse example, and to what's very likely gonna be Worldcoin in the digital identity example, okay? So Dogecoin is the blue chip and is the leader. Once again, exceptionally important. Why that is, okay? So guys, here I wanted to show you here on the logarithmic chart, okay, not the whole history, but just the last bull run, which is the most important, okay? Now I also want to show you, so over here I showed you actually the linear chart because we could understand what's up with Dogecoin, because it was like the beginning of the bull run still, so there were a lot more gains with meme coins from, you know, from equivalent time to where we are right now, right? Like from the bear markets from 2019 and 2020. So like if I do linear, you see, like it will be very difficult for me to for you to comprehend what's going on here. So I'm going logarithmic, okay? And look, for a very long time, Dogecoin here in the last accumulation times, in the last bear market, it was ranging here at excuse me, 0.2 cents, okay, more or less. And then it started pumping a little bit, okay? Here it showed some little muscles, but you know, it was like a 2x more or less. But then the really important pump, okay, the first major pump, which took Dogecoin something like a 3x, okay, this was really major, okay, this was the first major pump that Dogecoin showed us that it's capable of doing, and it already took major highs from the past by being here at 9 cents, okay? So this is what the blue chip did. Then Shiba Inu, okay, it's currently the number 2, guys, but something that's super important for me to explain, okay? Shiba Inu, like in 2020, look at the volume, like $36 in 24 hours, okay? Like this coin was absolutely dead, you know, and look, I really have to, the next part is something super important, okay? Shiba Inu right now is ranked 17th. It's one of the largest coins, cryptos in the world. But I just want to explain something exceptionally important, okay? So coins that are in this phase over here, okay, and you know, this is linear, we can do logarithmic back, but you know, you got the point. Coins like that with $58 worth of volume, and let's actually also do market cap here, okay? I want to show you the market cap so that you understand once we show the other one. Actually, yeah, sorry, it cannot show me the market cap, but look, the market cap here was like 5 to 6 figures, right? There was just no history, but that was approximately like something like a 5-6 figures of market cap. So yeah, sorry for that. Let's go back to the price, okay? coins that are in this stage, okay, we have a few here in the identity world, okay, like 440,000, 300,000 market cap. But look, guys, there are just so many coins like that in the world of crypto, okay, that I really gotta tell you that, like, look, like almost nobody in the world really got Shiba here. Like, I mean, and you know, and they likely maybe sold here, and you know, probably it was the team or some really few individuals, okay? Because as you can see, like, once you just have like a little bit of volume, like you just take the price already higher, okay? So it was exceptionally low price here, and the majority of coins that are in this stage, they will stay there forever because these coins are just dead, okay? So it's really important for me to explain that, guys, because like in the digital identity narratives or in other future narratives that I'm also going to discuss once I identify them on this channel, okay, many coins are going to be like that, okay, just stay dead, but some of them will be a Shiba Inu, okay? So Shiba Inu did more than a 10,000x, okay? So like anybody that was fortunate enough to gamble like $100 on a dead coin here, this $100 is worth now $1 million today, okay? So, or even more actually even more in Shiba's case. So anyway, the important thing, guys, is that we're gonna, like, right now we only have 21 coins here in the digital identity world, but we're gonna get a lot more, and the majority of them are gonna be like Shiba, okay? So far, if you guys understand, like, the equivalent to Sandbox, the number 2 or something like that, if we're gonna have something like that in the digital identity world, and we already have some relatively larger coins, so we are likely to have something equivalent to Sandbox. This is a much easier play, and it's still a fantastic play because it's still like a 10x, and it can be easily a lot more than a 10x, because also Sandbox actually pumped like from the bear markets, right? Like 200x, okay? So back to Shiba Inu, okay? Let's really explain the example, okay? So as we said, with Dogecoin, it pumped first here in the early part of January, okay? Like January 3rd was the pump. But Shiba Inu, it actually looks like it did had a little bit of a 2x here, but you see, like, the volume was still 200, and still, you know, it wasn't a significant pump in Shiba's case. But look at this next pump, okay? The next pump with Shiba occurred here at the very end of January, and this pump here also, look at the volume. So $13, January 28, right? January 31st, right, and January 30. Let's do January 30. The volume is already $10 million, like from $13. So from completely being dead. By the way, guys, like, it's on the logarithmic chart, but like this little move here, that was more than 100x. It was like a 500x, something like that, at the time, just in like 2-3 days, because this coin was dead. But then, you know, it was one of those major gambles that you know were super successful, and as you can see, it wasn't even the end for Shiba. But the major point, guys, right, that we're showing here in January, guys, that you have the blue chip, you have the equivalent to Worldcoin, which was Dogecoin, okay? And it made a major move together with the rest of crypto, okay? Like Bitcoin here was already at new all-time highs, so crypto was roaring, and Dogecoin started showing, okay, I wanna pump, guys, okay? This is the first signs that it showed in January, and then we've had a month, okay, to get ready like crazy with equivalent stuff to Shiba, or even some larger stuff, not necessarily such small stuff like Shiba was, okay? But as you can see, like in the second wave, okay, of this pump, then Shiba Inu did, like, again, something like a 300, 400, 500x. But still, like, I still want to say, like, even some, like, more people, let's put it like this, the people who got rich from Shiba Inu, okay, they did it somewhere here. This was the more reasonable time, okay? Like, once again, because here coins that are in this stage and they stay in this stage, we're literally talking about like something like 70-80% of all the cryptocurrencies out there. So it's really tough to spot these. So you gotta understand, like if you go play this game, you have to like, you know, throw lots of small allocations to many coins, and maybe it's luck, you know, it's really super close to gambling, you know, like maybe absolutely none of them will be successful at all, okay? But maybe one of them will be a Shiba Inu. That's kind of the game, right? But the next part that I want to show you guys with Shiba, and again, like the main point is that we're gonna have all of that with Worldcoin and digital identities as well. Again, the people who were kind of more sort of successful and they already had really awesome trades from the past in crypto, who really got like rich with Shiba, they did it over here between February to March 2021. Because you can see the volume sort of relaxed, but it stayed at 6 figures. So, you know, it wasn't totally dead. Like it was still, it became a major coin. Like it got really much higher highs than what it had here. And as you can see, obviously Shiba eventually pumped a lot more. Okay guys, because actually from here in February 16th, okay, from this price over here, and I'm not gonna repeat all the zeros, I'm just gonna tell you and you can test it on your own to see if this is the correct information. But if anybody got Shiba Inu over here in this particular spot that I'm showing here in February, excuse me, 16, 2021, okay, by the end of the bull run, okay, by this peak, it was more than 1000x. And over here, guys, like over here, you couldn't really get, there was no liquidity. Like you, even if you wanted to buy like with $500, you would like create a spike like here, okay, like you'd kill the price. Over here, you already could have like, you know, over here it was possible to buy Shiba with thousands of dollars without moving the price too tremendously, okay? So over here, it was very possible to get like, you know, $5,000 worth of Shiba, and then over here, it would become $5 million. That became reality over here. So, and this is the peak of the bull run. So, I mean, even after the bear market, Shiba Inu is still approximately more than 100x from here in February. Okay, so once again with Dogecoin. Okay, so as we said, Dogecoin was the primary leader that showed the way. Okay, and then, okay, check this out. So this second major peak by Dogecoin, okay, already took Dogecoin to 3 to 6 cents. Okay, by the beginning of February. So February 16th, okay, over here, you remember that. So February 16th, 2021, Dogecoin was worth 5 cents, okay? The all-time high for Dogecoin was 73 cents. That's still tremendous, right? That was still like a 15x lift, okay? But, as you remember with Shiba Inu, from February 16th, okay, until the peak of the bull run, Shiba Inu did more than 1000x. Okay, so that's 1000x for Shiba versus Dogecoin, 15x. And we're talking here like after we've had already like massive gains for both of them. Okay, like in this spot, Dogecoin was already up 20x. Okay, from here, from the bear market. So you see, eventually Dogecoin kept pumping and leading the way, and that's what actually also took Shiba Inu, okay? Like the massive gains that you've had with Shiba Inu at the time were also here, like in late April and then mid-May 2021. As you can see, even over here, they kind of already pumped together. But once Dogecoin was pumping, Shiba Inu also started pumping in an absolutely abnormal way. So all of that being said, guys, now we're back to the digital identity, new category that is being created, and why I'm so excited that we literally have here only 0.06% dominance of the whole crypto world. Because this, guys, this is exceptionally early. And again, likely Worldcoin, just so you understand me correctly, right? Worldcoin is also, in my opinion, non-financial advice, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But Worldcoin is likely gonna do really well, like maybe 100x in the bull run. Again, depends like how much it will correct and what's gonna happen with the tokenomics. There's a lot of unknowns, but you know, this coin is likely to pump really well. But as I've discussed in the beginning of the video, it can still actually collapse by another 90% from here. It can actually go to like 20 cents. Maybe not as bad, maybe 50 cents, 70 cents, maybe even $1. But the main point, at this point, we just completely don't know. When tokens only launch, we have no idea if it stays at the same levels or does it collapse like crazy. The majority of them collapse like crazy. Some of them maybe don't collapse like crazy, but still collapse. So, you know what I mean? If it gets to something like 70, 80 cents, personally, I will not be surprised at all. So that's why I don't touch it right now. But this is gonna lead the way, right? So this is very likely, as we've said, gonna be the Dogecoin of the digital identity and the Decentraland from the metaverse, right? Of the digital identity. This is what Worldcoin is exceptionally likely gonna be. If there's gonna be a new leader, obviously all of us will know about that and we'll make a new videos about it. But at the moment, it looks like Worldcoin is gonna be the the primary leader of the digital identity world. And then, guys, we're gonna be looking for something similar to the last bull run, right? And why this is gonna be exceptionally important? Because, like, look, the majority of the people who literally buy the top, okay, they come later. You see, as you can see with Dogecoin and Shiba, I just want to show you, like, in January they only started buying, right? But like, then you still had so much more upside. And we guys, right now, when we compare to Dogecoin, we are here like in 2019. Let me do logarithmic again. We're here. Okay, so yeah, like maybe we'll have some major collapses here and there, but generally we're gonna be in the same region. And then we're gonna have something like that for Worldcoin. And I also think, by the way, for Dogecoin as well. But we're talking here about Worldcoin. So Worldcoin is gonna be do something similar. And just like Decentraland and Sandbox and Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, everybody who watches this video right now is gonna have an edge, because they will already understand this stuff that we're talking about. But the majority of the people who are gonna come like at the equivalent times to May 2021, last bull run, for Dogecoin, or in Decentraland's case, November 2021, they will only start understanding that over here. So that's how this top is gonna be created, okay? So what we're basically gonna be doing is just what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be watching Worldcoin for the foreseeable future, and probably this is gonna lead the way in the bull run. Okay, so once Worldcoin is really, if we just look at Dogecoin, okay, once Worldcoin is doing something similar, okay, in terms of making that major first move, you see that is also taking out major highs from the past that Dogecoin had over here in early January. And Bitcoin is already at new all-time highs or something close to that. And Worldcoin is doing something like that. Then, guys, like, this is the time to become laser eyes. Okay, absolutely laser eyes like crazy. And I mean, even now is the time to research all the other good projects that are out there, but there's probably gonna be a lot more, right? Because like Shiba Inu, for example, as you can see, it only launched in July 2020, so it's gonna be equivalent times to July 2024 or August 2024. So we're not even there yet, right? So we're gonna have a lot more new Shiba Inus over here, okay, that don't even exist right now. So right now we only have 21 coins here, and the majority of them are super small, but we actually do have a few that could be like the number 2 to Worldcoin. Okay, these three guys. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for this for you to watch. And if you guys also are familiar with any other fantastic coins or about digital identities or other new crypto narratives of another good coins, this is a fantastic opportunity to leave a comment and let us know what you think. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna research some of these as well. But look, the really important time to research it like crazy, it's gonna be probably around 2024, and also once Worldcoin is starting to show us some really awesome strength. But until then, it's still good to research a little bit and become a little bit more versed into it. And if you guys are really strongly into this category in around 2024, and you know what's up, okay, and which coins have a lot more potential, fundamental potential, or even just pumpamental potential, okay, just because people may like it, because I don't know, it's like the opposite to Worldcoin, and it's not centralized and stuff like that. You know, you really gotta understand the narrative, right? But once you understand that, right, then you can have plays that are equivalent to either Sandbox, right, like the number 2, which is for me gonna be a major play, because normally guys, like number 2 and 3 kind of stuff is super easy, and it's like almost it's you know, there is always some uncertainty in markets, but like it's a lot less gambling than trying to find the Shiba Inu. But also, if you know, if we have enough projects here, right, and if we diversify here and we're a little bit lucky, we can literally hit the Shiba Inu here. And then if you're and think about it, like if you're familiar with that new Shiba Inu in the identity world over here, and you already like bought it somewhere here, and you also bought many others that eventually collapsed, you can still actually add to your position somewhere here, right? Because you already know this project so well, and you know that you're still kind of in the beginning of the bull run, so you can still, okay, it was a success. It's possible to still keep adding, okay, to like Shiba Inu. Guys, so I was really excited to make this video, right? Because like I literally think the next Shiba Inu could be here. Like maybe it's not in this list right now, likely not, likely it's gonna, you know, exist in a few years from now. But this is the time to watch this video and to learn, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm gonna cover all of that in detail, just like in this video once again. And I'm gonna watch Worldcoin and other you know, we're gonna see like you know, if we're gonna have something like a new Sandbox developing over here, and what could be the next Shiba Inus, right? But guys, this is the absolutely best time. The focus, in my opinion, as I said in the beginning of the video, is not this chart, it's not this chart at all, it's this. This is the most important. And then after Worldcoin sort of decides what it want to do, where does it want to consolidate, at which price points, then we start to see what Worldcoin is doing, learning as much as possible about the other identity coins, and getting ready, guys, to catch this next Sandbox that did more than 100x last bull run. And even if we're lucky enough and we want to, like, you know, diversify it over many projects, try to even hit the next Shiba Inu. So once again, guys, thank you very much for joining AR7 Crypto channel. Subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna be making another similar videos to this, and leave a like, because it's also helping the algorithm. So thank you very much for joining the video once again, and have a fantastic week and a fantastic weekend ahead, and cheers as always.